Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Redneck Racing channel. In today's episode, you're going to watch us assemble this motor into a short block as you see it right now. It looks pretty clean and snazzy. Let's get right into the live action.
Now we're actually going to start working on the 6-liter. So this is the actual LQ4 6-liter that has been at the machine shop for the past 2 months. And we finally got this back. We got a bunch of pistons, if you can see past the sun. Nah, there's pistons over there somewhere. And then we got the camshaft right here. So let's see if I can find the cam card for it. Is this it? Yeah, here we go. So I don't know if you guys can read this. This is a Brian Tooley Racing Stage 2 Twin Turbo Cam for Gen 3 and Gen 4 LS applications. This is a Gen 3. 226, 235 for the duration. And then 610, 614 for lift. Yeah, she's a big boy. And then we got, let's see, the information we need. Intake center line is 109 degrees, so that's what we're going to have to check for. And I think I'm just going to install this one straight up at 109. The cam that we put in that small block, I think we retarded it a little bit just to give it a little bit more, make it a little more torquey and a little more drivability on the street. But I'm going to trust Brian Tooley Racing on this one and just install it the way it's supposed to be. We're also trying to limit compression ratio with the other one because the compression ratio is going to be way too high with the first gen small block that we built originally for this, the 360. We shouldn't have a compression ratio issue for this one. We got dished pistons here, and we're going to be running it on E85, so compression ratio shouldn't be an issue at all. We probably could do more, but I guess we're just going to throw more boost at it and make up for it. So I'm going to put this together, at least the bottom end, or we'll have a short block by the end of the day, hopefully. Peter and Josh are going to take out that one. And then hopefully we'll swap this in. What is so funny?
I don't know.
Oh, brother. Peter's going slap happy. All right, we're going to get right into this. I think we're going to time-lapse this. You guys have seen us pull engines out of this Camaro probably 5 times now, so you guys get to watch a time-lapse of me putting this together. We'll talk about that when everything's done. With some bad news. So I got everything put in for the crankshaft. We had everything torqued down, and I had the number 1 piston in, and I was starting to degree it, find top dead center, I got my own set of dial indicator and the degree wheel, and I was setting it up to degree the cam and check the cam timing, and as I was spinning it around, it started making this not very happy noise. So I'm not exactly sure what it is. I've got a clip of the noise. I don't know if it'll make it now. So we're back with some good news. The good news is we found the problem, and the cause of the sound was this bolt right here. So a lot of people watching this video probably know this, but I'm just going to say this on the off chance that somebody is watching this and doesn't know this, and it saves them this headache. There's different bolt lengths that go in here, and you need the short ones. So basically, the one on the right is the bolt that I had in there, and the one on the left is what's supposed to go in there. And basically, when the counterweight swings around to the bottom like that, the counterweight was hitting. You can see right in this hole here, the counterweight was scraping against the edge of this bolt. So it wasn't really causing any problems. It's definitely something that you don't want to put the engine together and run it like that, because it'll shave off a little bit of the counterweight, and then that metal's going to be in your engine. But so far so good. No harm was done. Not really. The only problem is all that's got to get retorqued now. I probably should have just taken that one off, but what I thought it was a little piece of sand or a little grain of something stuck in the journal, just rolling around. The ones on the bottom have like little grooves in it, and I figured it was just one of those things just going around and around in one of the little grooves on the bottom. I was very pleased to see this journal not all chewed up. Anyways, we're all good. I'm going to put that back together, and maybe I'll torque these down. These are a pain in the butt to torque down, because the torque specs call for 15 foot-pounds plus 80 degrees, and that requires a fancy torque wrench, or I'll show you guys real quick what we did. This is our setup. So there's the socket, the 1/2-inch socket for the inside ones, and then yeah, I pretty much just lined it up. Well, look, there's 0 up there, and it wanted 15 foot-pounds plus 80 degrees. 80 degrees is right there, and then it's kind of a two-person job. Peter held this, and I cranked it over to 80 degrees. So, alright, so as I'm putting this back together, I just wanted to show you guys sort of how this works here with the degree wheel. So, I'm in the middle stage. These ones right here, the torque spec is 15 foot-pounds plus 80 degrees. So, yeah, basically this is how it works. I developed a way to do it single-handedly. If you look straight down on there, 70's right there, 90's kind of off the map, but like straight down from 70 is where 80 would be. And I started up there at 0, obviously, and you got to have either somebody else hold this still, or I just took a piece of wire and jam it down in there somewhere to hold it still. Otherwise, it'll just spin with your wrench as you're going. So I think this is going to work. I'm going to finish up the rest of these.
Alright, so a couple updates here. I think last time Adam was recording anything, he was degreeing the cam. That has been completed. What do you say about that, Adam?
It was perfect. First try. That part in the Lego Batman movie where he throws 15 bat things at the button and then says, first try, after like 15 first try. That only took one try, and it was the first try, and it was right. Which basically means we don't have to drill any stupid holes in that cam gear and play with the degreeage like we did with the small block Chevy.
So that's pretty awesome. So we're just chucking pistons in it now. One of these pistons really has been crabby with us. We believe it's number 8. Yeah, it's just been crabby. So if any of them blows up, it's gonna be that one.
But I put enough lube on it. Oh, I thought for a second it wasn't just gonna slide right in. Oh. For a second I thought it was gonna give us even more problems. It wasn't wanting to go in.
Alright. So we got all the pistons and stuff in the motor. Everything looks good. Bottom end is looking awesome. I had the rotating assembly all balanced and stuff by the machine shop, and everything should be all good. I'm still currently waiting on heads. Those will be here, well, hopefully in the next 2 months. This might be all that you see of this motor for a minute. I'll try to keep the uploads going with any sort of content that we end up having, but I can't guarantee that we're going to be having all that much after this till spring hits. Oh, the next video you guys are probably going to see is me learn how to TIG weld. I have never TIG welded before, and I bought a TIG welder, and I need to learn how to TIG weld so that I can learn how to TIG weld aluminum so that I can build the cold side for this turbo kit. I'm gonna end her off here, and we'll see you guys in the next one.